जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन सदानंदन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तेरा वनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राधा माधव श्री राधे राधा माधव राधा श्री राधे जय प्रहलाद सिंह जय प्रहलाद सिंह जय प्रहलाद सिंह जय गौर निताय Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Synonyms Sankirtan Ki. Om Vishnupad Brahmans Parivrajgacharya Ashtotra Srimad Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada Ki. Om Vishnupad Brahmans Parivrajgacharya Ashtotra Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada Ki. Samaved Gaur Bhakta Vrind Ki. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Gaur Premanande. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, Sloka 46. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jairmudirayet. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी मुखं करोति वाचालां पंगो लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरौ दीनतारिणं परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरम्। हरे कृष्ण। prādhānyato yānirsh āmananti prādhānyato yānirsh āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān prādhānyato āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān prādhānyato āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān prādhānyato āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān prādhānyato āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān prādhānyato āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān prādhānyato āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān. Mothers, prādhānyato āmananti līlā-avatāras puruṣasya bhūmnaḥ āpīyatāṁ karṇa-kaṣāya-śoṣān anukramiṣye imān supeśān. Word to word meaning. Prādhānyataḥ, chiefly, yan, all those. Rishe, O Nārada. Āmananti, worship. Līlā, pastimes. Avatārān, incarnations. Puruṣasya, of the personality of Godhead. Bhūmnaḥ, the supreme. Āpīyatām, in order to be relished by you. Karna, ears. Kaṣāya, foul matter. Śoṣān, that which evaporates. Anukramiṣye, shall state one after another. They, imān, as they are in my heart. Supeśān, all pleasing to hear. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O Nārada, now I shall state, one after another, the transcendental incarnations of the Lord, known as līlā-avatāras. Hearing of their activities counteracts all foul matters accumulated in the ear. These pastimes are pleasing to hear and are to be relished. Therefore, they are in my heart. Purport. As it was said in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, 158. One cannot be fully satisfied by hearing unless and until one is given a chance to hear of the transcendental activities of the Lord. So, Brahmaji is also trying in this verse to stress the importance of narrating the transcendental pastimes of the Lord as he comes and manifests himself here on the surface of the material planets. Every living entity has a tendency to hear pleasing messages, and as such, almost every one of us is inclined to hear news and talks broadcast by radio stations. But the difficulty is that no one is satisfied at heart by hearing all those messages. The cause of such dissatisfaction is the incompatibility of the masses with the innermost stratum of the living soul. This transcendental literature is especially prepared by Srila Vyasadeva to give the utmost satisfaction to the people in general by narration of the activities of the Lord, as instructed by Sri Nārada Muni to Srila Vyasadeva. Such activities of the Lord are principally of two varieties. One concerns the mundane manifestation of the material creative force, and other deals with his pastimes in the form of different incarnations in terms of the time and place. There are innumerable incarnations of the Lord, like the waves of the river, flowing constantly in and out. Less intelligent persons take more interest in the creative forces of the Lord in the material world, and being disconnected from their relationship with the Lord, they put forward many theories of the creation in the name of scientific research. The devotees of the Lord, however, know well how the creative forces work concurrently by the action and reactions in the material energy of the Lord. Therefore, they take more interest in transcendental activities of the Lord as he incarnates himself on the surface of the material world. Srimad Bhagavatam is the history of such activities of the Lord, and people who take interest in hearing Srimad Bhagavatam clear their hearts of accumulated mundane filth. There are 1,001 rash literatures on the market, but one who has taken interest in Srimad Bhagavatam loses all interest in such filthy literatures. Sri Brahmaji is thus attempting to narrate the principal incarnations of the Lord so that they may be drunk by Nārada as transcendental nectar. Thus, in the Bhaktivedanta purports on the second canto, 6th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled puruṣasya confirmed. Om ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurau Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us today for Srimad Bhagavatam class here. I like to ask for blessings and good wishes from all assembled Vaishnavas here, so that I could speak something for substantial glorification of the Lord and His devotees. So here we are at the end of puruṣasya prayers, Puruṣasya confirmed. So Brahmaji is speaking out all that truths about Lord into this chapter. So as Nārada Muni is describing Brahma, that, oh Lord, I don't find anyone except you in this world. So how this everything is happening, how everything is being created? I think you are the Supreme. So Brahmaji tells that, yeah, unless one is getting illusioned by that illusory potency of the Lord, one cannot speak such words like you are speaking, Nārada. So actually it is Lord only who does everything. So he describes that how Lord is giving all that ingredients, and he does yajna, just like yajna we had here, 12 yajnas. So when Brahmaji took birth, after 1,000 years of his tapasya, he got the vision of the Lord. Then he does yajna. Yes. And for yajna also he gets all the ingredients from the Lord himself. Then he tells that, I have kept Supreme Lord in my heart. Hirdyat kantha. That's why, Nārada, you should not have any doubt that whatever I will speak will be false. Whatever I speak, that is truth. My actions never go other way, misdirected way, because I have kept Supreme Lord in my heart. And in this way he glorifies the Lord, that everything is coming from him, tanmatras, and now he is going to glorify the līlā-avatāras of the Lord. So here we see there are two types of activities of the Lord which is mentioned by Srila Prabhupada in this purport. The first activity is directly connected with his spiritual potency, Yoga Maya Shakti, and another is called Mahamaya. So with Mahamaya, Supreme Lord acts through Mahavishnu. Starting from Mahavishnu, then Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, then Shirodakshaya Vishnu. So Prabhupada tells that those who are foolish people, they are very much interested in this creative force, how this universe has been created. They are very much interested into it. So Prabhupada is telling them fools, right? And in modern world, they are called to be great scientists. They always keep talking something. They always have something to say. Like one of the conversation with Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada, along with his disciples, they were walking, and there was a meteor falling. So when meteor falls, once only I saw a meteor. When it falls, it goes like shooting a star, huge long tail. No? Then they started asking Srila Prabhupada, what is this? How can we understand this? Like sometimes it is told that in Vedas that when meteors falls, then bad omens and all that bad thing is going to happen. So Prabhupada is telling, yes, all bad things are going to happen in this world. Yeah. This is what it happened with us also. In 1912, there were so many meteors falling, and there was First World War took place. So then another disciple of Srila Prabhupada says that, so Prabhupada, scientists are telling that we'll conserve that dust of that meteor, and from that dust, we'll try to figure out that how this material universe has actually begun. Because that dust is having the primordial elements. So we'll research it. So scientists are telling like that. So Prabhupada says, yes. Prabhupada tells the Bangla proverb that you know very well. He tells, Pagal ki na bole, chhagal ki na khaye. Means what a madman cannot speak, and what a goat cannot eat up. Goat eats up anything, and madman speak anything. So like this, those so-called intelligent scientific people are considered to be like either fool or pagal in the terms of Srimad Bhagavatam. Because they are only connecting themselves and their contacts with creative force. But from where the force is coming, that's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. And that is called all sarga and visarga. 10 10 things, no? It's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, atra sarga visargascha sthanam, poshanamutya, manvantarishānukatha, nirodha muktirāśrayah. So sarga, the creation, the primary creation, visarga, the secondary creation, which is directly connected with the creative force. So Srimad Bhagavatam deals with the creative force very systematically. And it deals how in connection with Supreme Lord. So this is called the first type of, like, in material world, how Supreme Lord is enacting. So specifically for those foolish people, those who are in Maya, illusory energy, considering themselves to be the body, for them it is very, very beneficial. It's like bhaishaja, it's like medicine. And in this next chapter, Brahma is himself telling, very beautiful sloka. He tells to Nārada, after describing all the līlā-avatāras, almost 39 pastimes, avataras, incarnations are described into next chapter. At the end he says, very beautiful sloka. He says, Māyāṁ varnayato amuṣya isvarasya anumodatah śriṇvatah śraddhaya nityam Mayātmā na muhyati. So Brahmaji tells that, Māyāṁ varnayato amuṣya. Oh Narada Muni, I am telling you the scheduled incarnations, but you should also describe this pastimes of the Lord in connection with creative force. Because most of the people that doesn't, either they don't know, even though you go and tell them pastimes of the Lord, they feel like that it's a, what is this, mythology. Mythology, it's a mythology, and there was some person, and he was staying in Vrindavan. So what is Vrinda? Vrindavan is something in one means forest. There are some scholars, they say Krishna is like a savage, or maybe staying in a jungle. Who is staying in the jungle? Like tribal people, like that. They understand in that. But unless they understand that how Krishna is dealing with this material energy, they will not understand anything. That's why Narada Muni is being instructed by Brahmaji, Maya varnayata amuṣya. You must glorify the Lord in connection with his illusory energy. Then only these people, those who are illusioned by the Lord's illusory energy, they will understand Krishna, they will come out from Maya. Śriṇvatah śraddhaya nityam. They should, every day, they should glorify and they should hear the pastimes of the Lord in connection with illusory energy. But usually for us, quite difficult. Going through a second canto, third canto, my God, same thing, one after another, same thing. Tanmatra God's created, and the senses came up, and all the presiding deities came up, and this entered into that, and that entered into that. Oh my God, how many times? Right? Let us, when that time will come, we will enter into the loving pastimes of the Lord. But it is very, very important. Brahma is into it. So the second type of pastime Lord does is directly under his Yogamaya potency, his wonderful pastimes along with his most loving devotees. So there are two types of pastimes, two types of activities which are described. So here